Well, we're a week into Season 3, and today we got a surprise title update, Update 1.18, an update that you actually have to download, and if you're on PlayStation, you'll have to also let that copy as well, so adding a bit more waiting time to the whole process. But while it wasn't really announced or anticipated, what changed with Update 1.18? Was it an update that actually warranted said title update? Does it have any grand changes with this update? Today we're running down everything that it did bring along with it, and what sets the stage for the upcoming week and weekend here of Call of Duty. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What do you think of this update, Season 3, or anything in between? And if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. As well, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay updated with all things Modern Warfare 2 and anything FPS related as we gear up here for some other upcoming content, not necessarily on just Call of Duty. But if you'd like to join the community, I'd love to have you. And finally, make sure to check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage for the best blue light glasses on the market, but more on them in a bit. For now, let's jump into what Update 1.18 changed and a little bit of what else you can expect here for the next couple of days in the gameplay experience. So Update 1.18, this came along with categorically changes for stability, general adjustments, global bug fixes, and Warzone 2 changes for Battle Royale and DMZ. So from the top, this update first stated apparently that it contains fixes for a number of known crashes. I'll always say that's a good thing to see on paper. Obviously, we don't want people crashing. We want people to be able to play the game, but for it to be good or bad in reality, we just don't know just yet. We don't have the extent of the fixes yet on day one, so that's going to take a little bit of time to know just how impactful that change was. But beyond that, we saw adjustments with improved usability for controller and stick rotation for weapon previews, a new automatic selection to take you to the most valued reward in the sector for the inspect feature in the battle pass. They recently fixed the orientation and the aspect ratio of the battle map itself. Then beyond that, we had a number of global bug fixes, like fixing issues that could cause the kill cam to not trigger properly, fixing issues causing players to get kicked back to the main menu after a second attempt to enter the battle pass. Issues with the singularity blueprint were fixed out. Issues with weapon stickers not showing up in-game or in the gunsmith were fixed out. And a handful of other sort of weird bug fixes you can see on screen right now just to save you the monotony of going through all of that, though truth be told, none of those really stood out too much to me as glaring major problems that we've seen beforehand in regards to Season 3. Maybe I'm not privy to that, but some of that just doesn't really stand out to me. For Warzone 2.0, we saw some Battle Royale adjustments where they improved buy station interfaces for players using a controller to now start on the gear section. They fixed an issue causing rewards for the Hold the Line mission to not be rewarded to players after completion. They also fixed bug issues where players would have spawn protection incorrectly applied after a gulag match. I saw plenty of clips of that since Season 3 where somebody would end up coming down, they were actually like on the ground and about to fight somebody, and they just still had the spawn protection enabled. Therefore, it basically gave them God mode. So good to see that fixed out. We saw an issue fixed for players spawning in Battle Royale lobbies with default loadouts instead of their favorite loadouts, and it also fixed an issue where players would crash when attempting to open the after action report. For DMZ, we saw a handful of adjustments where it added a 1-minute cooldown on DMZ match starts before players can use a UAV kill streak, so you cannot infill immediately and just pop a UAV right off the start. And that's something that I think is, honestly, when I think about it a little further, I'd imagine this is made directly as a result of the upcoming bundle with the UAV enabled automatically with the operator you infill with, where I forget which bundle that is off the top of my head, but it's one of the pay-to-win DMZ bundles we've talked about. So that is a nice combat to that, but still I don't agree with anything that those bundles present in a sort of pay to win or pay to progress experience. But that is one thing that was added here with this. They also added a message in DMZ's active duty operator slots explaining that the last operator cannot be dismissed. They fixed bug issues with the enforcer raid reward, the double cross mission, and they fixed an issue where players using a controller were unable to pick up enemy backpacks after eliminating them, plus fixing issues with duplication and other things like that. So all in all, that is the title update that we got for Update 1.18, and if you're like me, kind of expecting a little bit more out of a title update like that, well, I think you have a right to feel that way with how much has been going on since Season 3, server stability, and everything that goes along with that in the gameplay experience. This fixed some major issues, sure, but definitely a lot more still up on deck, and with a title update, I kind of thought that we would see a little bit more added in on top of that, but that's what we have here with that update. Now, that's not to say, though, that we don't have a little bit more in terms of accessibility introduced as of today, because we do have the start of the free-to-play access week. Today, going until the 26th, so next Wednesday, players who do not own Modern Warfare 2 can play multiplayer in a limited capacity. So if you're someone that plays Warzone or DMZ exclusively in that free-to-play offering, you can now jump over to multiplayer if you'd like to do so, in which you can end up ranking up your weapons faster, you can end up getting camos done, and all stuff like that that goes along with it. But again, in a limited capacity. It's not going to be every single bit of multiplayer on offer, but you do have a decent bit of things. You have the maps available of Farm 18, Shoot House, Shipment, Dome, Himmelmat Expo, Paleo's Lighthouse, Santa Senya, and the gunfight maps of Alley, Black Site, and Exhibit. You also have the modes to choose from where you can play with of TDM, Hardpoint, Domination, Kill Confirmed, Grind, Gun Game, Infected, One in the Chamber, All or Nothing, Ground War, Invasion, and again, Gunfight, with a few exclusive maps in there, along with Ground War having some exclusive maps of Santa Senya. So if you don't have Modern Warfare 2, if you want to end up ranking up your stuff, absolutely now is a good time to do so. Of course, there is another free-to-play experience that a lot of people are probably going to bring up right now, that being the X-Defiant beta, but this is something that is open to everybody, no closed beta, no code required whatsoever, but that is available here for the next week as we go along. Now, beyond that, the only things that were updated as of today were the playlist updates here for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, some of which do have reflections of free-to-play access here, the free trial available with it, but we see on Modern Warfare 2's playlist update, we have Paleo's Lighthouse 24/7, Shipment 24/7 is back, definitely nice here, and again, for those grinding out Trophy Hunt or something like that, this is going to be a way to kind of expedite that, especially, and this is going to sound crazy, if you end up searching for, say, TDM or Kill Confirmed on Shipment. Normally, you want to see your matches last as long as possible so you can take advantage of everything that you have in terms of ranking up weapons, doing camo challenges and stuff like that, but with a hard cap of 6 tokens available in 6v6 match play, and then having to complete that match, obviously you want to get those and get out as fast as possible. So Shipment, TDM, and Kill Confirmed, not half bad choices here whenever you go in and try and go for that. So Shipment 24/7 is back, Gunfight is still of course here, 10v10 Mosh Pit is still here, the Battle of Santa Senya returns, party modes, and close quarters are available as your Modern Warfare 2 playlist. On the Warzone side of things, we have solos, trios, and quads for traditional Battle Royale. Massive Resurgence has trios and quads, and Resurgence has solos, duos, and quads. So not sure why we're back to removing playlists for party sizes. Like, are we hurting that bad on player count that we can't fill all 4 up, or what's the story with that? I don't know if we'll ever get an answer on that, but it does suck to see for those who want duos and battle royales and trios in Resurgence. Now, beyond that, as for this upcoming next weekend here, we have the CDL Major 4 upcoming, which means for those that do end up watching this, you'll have rewards up on deck that you can actually earn. And that's the thing. I'll be the first to tell you that Modern Warfare 2 as a whole has frustrated me beyond belief here. You've probably seen it in the videos. You've probably seen it in the inflection of my voice for half the videos we talk about with Modern Warfare 2 anymore. But the thing is, no matter how much that has frustrated me, I do love the ranked and competitive side. So I'll be watching, I'll be grinding out ranked play here this season, but Major 4 starts tomorrow, and with that you can earn specific items for just simply having your Activision and Call of Duty account linked to your Twitch or YouTube, where you just have to watch and it redeems. The biggest reward being on Championship Sunday at the 1 hour mark, you'll get the Oil Slick Pistol Blueprint. So if you care only about blueprints and skins, Major 4 has one on offer again here, whereas Major 3 did not. So check that out if you guys are at all interested, but that is the update 1.18, what we saw with the title update, the playlist update, and free to access update as well, all happening today. So that said, that is where we're going to wrap it up. But before we do me a favor, check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage. I know you've heard the pitch before, but truly, I love these guys. Gamer Advantage, in my opinion, are the best blue light glasses on the market, most comfortable, lightweight, and durable frames. And again, having used just about every single pair you could find generically off Amazon, these are head and shoulders above anything you'd find on Amazon. And while there is a price increase, absolutely, I think the quality is reflected in that. And of course, it is something that your vision definitely think you should invest in. So that said, if you guys would like to learn more about the science, the clinical studies, all that, link in the description below to find out more details. But if you guys want to pick something up, use code Espresso to get 10% off your entire order. But for now, that is what we're going to call it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like this update? Do you like the playlist update? Do you like the free to access stuff? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. Or oppositely, if you don't, feel free to drop your thoughts as well. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing instead of all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and anything COD related. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.